Hello there, this is Yummy Owen. Just came back from locals with my Shining Sinful Magician deck. I'm going to show you the deck profile with this build. I will show you the Sinful Spoils side of things. So we're going to play. I play 2 copies of Dire Bells. Reason is it stops with the hand traps and popping any back row cards or monsters on the board. And then we play 2 copies of Dial Bellstar. It's easy to search for any of the Sinful Spoils, spells and traps. 3 copies of Wanted, basically to search for Dial Bellstar as well from graveyard or deck, and then just banish them to recycle any other Dial Bellstar line. These just came out in the newer sets, Sinful Spoils of the White Forest. It has 2 effects. This allows you to special summon a Fiend, Illusion, or a Spellcaster monster from your hand. Or you can special summon 1 fusion monster from your extra deck of any of used monsters from your hand or field. As well, if this card was sent to the graveyard by a monster effect, you can basically set it back face down. And then we are playing 2 copies of Surus of the Sinful Spoils. It's basically a quick play Monster Reborn on your spellcasters and illusions. So you could basically bring back Simkeeper back from the graveyard onto the field and bounce back Dial Bellstar back to your hand to set up for Betrayal. So we play 2 copies of these. And then we're playing 2 copies of Sinful Spoils of Doom. So basically, if you have Silent Magician level 0 with 8, at level 8, and they try and like negate its effect of a hand trap, or you're gonna use Grandora's effect to nuke everything, you're protecting him to win the game. And then we're using 2 copies of Betrayal Sinful Spoils. So if I have Dial Bellstar in my hand, and I have, like, for example, Grandora of no levels, and I try and trigger like a card effect, like a Change of Heart or something like that, I can just negate it, bring back Dial Bellstar back, and then popping Grandora to bring her back and set like another copy of Wanted, for example. From the Shining Sarcophagus lineup, we are using for now 2 copies of the Dark Magician of Black Magic. So originally I would use its last effect to search for a Dark Magician spell or trap. I won't be using that effect till now until the new Dark Magician Girl of the archetype comes out, because I will put Soul Servant in to allow me to draw 2 by that effect. Then I play 2 copies of Gwendora, just to nuke the board and easy summoning for an extra deck monster. And then we play 1 copy of Silent Magician level 0, because it's a spell negation, and it's one of the cards I use to beat my opponents with. Now we play 3 copies of Gadget to help me search for Sarcophagus or any of the quick play spells of Shining Sarcophagus cards. So we play as well 3 copies of Future Sights, basically to help to search for Gadget, Grandora, Dark Magician. So it easily helps with that. And then we play 2 copies of Turn Silence, basically to negate Nibiru's, hand traps, monsters, as you know, as well as some extra damage for Silent Magician level 0 to do to win, as well to protect Grandora when I try to declare an attack on him if he's a sitting target. And then we play 3 copies of Shining Sarcophagus. So we all get the draw, we get the search effect for searching for Grandora, Gadget, or any other quick play spells, or if I already used Gadget's effect to search for Sarcophagus. And then other cards what I put in is 2 copies of Blazing Ecclesia for the fusion summoning, 2 copies of Magician's Souls so I can ditch Dark Magician or Dial Bellstar if I got one of the Sinful Spoil quick play monster reborn card to bounce it back to my hand, or bounce that back to the hand and bring back like Dial Bellstar or the Dark Magician onto the board. And then we play 2 copies of Illusion of Chaos, so I can search for the Dark Magician of Black Magic or Magician's Souls, or a copy of the Dark Magician if I have Whitewoods, Sinful Spoils of the Whitewoods with Grandora in hand to easy fusion summon into Dragoon or for Dragon Knight. Then we play 1 copy of the Dark Magician. I know it's risky, but since I got that Sinful Spoil quick play spell, it does bring back monsters face up from the banished pile as well. I dropped this down from 3 to 2 of 2 copies of Secret Village of the Spellcasters, basically to shut down my opponent's spells if I don't have Silent Magician level 0 on board. So yeah, and here is the extra deck. I'm just getting that now. We are playing 2 copies of Dark Dragoon, so I could have like a full powered version with the original Dark Magician, and a non-full powered version with using the other version of the Dark Magician. And then we're playing 1 copy of Master of Chaos, basically to bring back a Dark Magician or any of the other monsters back in my graveyard. If it does get popped, I can get any of my spell cards back from the graveyard, so that is very helpful. Then a copy of Dark Magician the Dragon Knight, so basically to protect Sarcophagus and Village if I need to do that play. And then Starve and Venom Dragon, so basically if on my opponent's turn I have Dial Bellstar and, you know, Grandora on the board, I just instantly just fuse into this and then just bring back Dial Bellstar back from the grave to the field to set up another Sinful Spoil spell or trap. Then the Dark Magician fusion, so basically fuse into it. Basically, it gives me a 3+ when I trigger like Shining Sarcophagus or any of my Sinful Spoil cards to plus. And then I have is Dusk Dragon, so basically I use a reason why I'm using Blazing Ecclesia. So basically Blazing Ecclesia with, say, Grandora, and then use this monster's effect to send any of my monsters from the extra deck or graveyard. So the ones I would target to send to the graveyard is Garura. So I'd send this to grave and draw 1 card. Then I use is Access Coda, since I can easily climb to this. Then I play a copy of Dark Charmer. So if my opponent does use Dark Monsters, I can easily climb into Access Coda. And then a copy of Selene. Easy to link climb into my Access Coda as well, bringing back the Dark Magician or any of the Dark Magician counterparts back from the grave. Then SP Little Knight, I link climb into this with the other card I'm going to show in a minute. And then the Relinquish Anima, just use like my Magician Souls into this. If my opponent's gone first and I've gone second, I can absorb their monster. And then Chaos Angel, because, you know, if I have like use a Light in the Dark, it will have the immunity as well as banishing their monster as well. My monsters can't be destroyed in battle. and my only XYZ I'm using is Red Eyes Metal Flare Dragon. So if I'm playing against an opponent who plays a heavy combo deck, I can punish them by burning their life points constantly. And it can't be destroyed, can't be targeted by card effects, whatever, when it has its materials. So yeah, this is the full deck of the Shining, my Sinful Shining Magician deck. It will slightly change again in March, because I'm waiting for the new Dark Magician Girl they just announced. I am adding a new fusion monster that just came out in this set. I should be getting sometime next week. But you'll see it in the next update deck build. So yeah, it can do well against Malice. Depends if your opponent doesn't draw too good. It's a good way of stalling, and you know, it's a high risk, high reward type deck. So if you want to try it out, try it out. Enjoy the rest of your night or day, and I'll catch you in the future update streams. Okay then, bye bye.